Tanner, thanks very much for coming to Fair Park. We're with Tanner Foust, driver obviously for the Volkswagen Rallycross team. Tell us about your association, Tanner, with Global Rallycross.
I was drifting and doing rally racing in the U.S. and I saw
drifting professionally.
Drifting professionally.
Okay,
yeah.
not from a career standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was a drifter, drifting, but I saw a video online of one of my driving heroes, a guy named Marcus Grönholm, in Sweden doing rallycross, and I started looking into the sport. And rallycross has been going on for like 45 years in Europe. And so I went over there, I met with one of the team owners out here, Andreas Eriksson, and we talked about using their cars at X Games. Fast forward 10 years, and here we are with our own series in the U.S. called Global Rallycross. It's in probably its fourth or fifth official year, but worked really hard to bring the sport here to the U.S. It's great for an American audience, I thought, because one, it's small cars racing. You don't get to see a Beetle racing very often anymore. Maybe you did in the past, but two, you can see the whole racetrack from one seat. Three, the races are only like 3 or 4 minutes, so you don't even have to. You can have ADD and love this kind of racing.
And I suspect most of your audience does.
Yes.
Have ADD. Yeah.
Which attracts a young audience, incidentally. And 4, it's got all the best parts of racing all packed into that 3 minutes. So it's got a drag racing start, it's got crashes, slides, jumps. The cars are 600 horsepower, they go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. They're amazing cars, the tracks are really difficult, and the drivers are hyper aggressive, so makes for a good show.
Excellent. Well, tell me a little bit about the driving experience in something like the Beetle that's prepped for Global Rallycross.
I think driving the Beetle GRC here is one of the most fun race cars you can drive, in my opinion. I've been lucky, I host a show called Top Gear, so I get to drive a lot of different cars, but this is a hyperactive freak show of a car. It's very twitchy. The steering is almost lock to lock with this much turning, so the steering it's like go-kart steering, or better. The acceleration is hyperactive because it makes almost 50 pounds of boost out of that turbo. And with an anti-lag system, every time you touch the throttle, you have all 50 pounds instantly. So the acceleration is unbelievable. It feels like it's going to do a wheelie. The braking is insane. It does 2 Gs in the corners. It has a foot of suspension travel, so it can jump 90-foot jumps without a problem. And so it's chaos. As a driver, it is pure chaos, and my job is just to calm the corners off the chaos and try to survive the track.
Are you on meds as you're doing this?
It's actually therapeutic, I think, to drive these cars. I think you can have the worst road rage and be the most aggressive human being ever. You get out of one little battle with that thing, and you're like Gandhi.
What kind of car do you drive personally? What's a daily driver for you?
I have a couple Volkswagens. I have a Touareg and I have a Passat.
Okay.
I also have a big pickup truck. We don't get the we don't get the Armor. Is it Armorug? No, the
Armorug.
Yeah. We don't get the Volkswagen pickup here in the States, so I do have a big Raptor pickup truck. And then I have a Porsche GT3, which is what I think is one of the greatest cars ever made, and lucky enough to have one of those in the garage.
Well, if we weren't jealous before the interview, we are now. Very nice to meet you, Tanner, and thanks for the access.
Good to meet you.
The 30-second board is up.
Oh, this is getting down. Get stoked, everybody. We're hoping you're ready for this.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Get ready, guys. This is Red Bull GRC Global Rallycross semifinals starting now. Oh, I can't wait.
Textbook Tanner headed for the turn first corner on the inside.
It's going to be on him.
As quick as qualifying times on a much muddier course. Clearly the confidence is going up for these guys.
If this is going so fast because he didn't even qualify for top 6.
Going this way towards the early way into the final.
Here he comes through the Joker.
Looks like it's working out for him. No mistakes there. Not a lot of pressure. He's around the checkered flag. Followed by Yanni Reeve and Patrick Zendek.
I guess they don't tailor them on you. They take a measurement of. They have 27 rings. They take a measurement of, and then they make them.
Seriously, that's crazy. I suspect that makes you faster, even in a closed
Has
car.
to make you faster.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You look
for
very
safety.
fast.
It's for safety.
Yeah, yeah.